This is Curated Music. This is Jeremy and Dominic from Big Gigantic. We got big festival plans for this summer. We're really psyched to be out on the road. We're doing Bonnaroo, Wakarusa, Ultra, Buku Festival down in New Orleans. There's a bunch of stuff that we haven't quite announced yet. Electric Forest we're going to be at that one, and then we'll kind of be sprinkling some other festivals in there as the next couple months come up. But we're really psyched. We're going to take our production, our new light show, to a bunch of the festivals. So keep an eye out for Big G summertime.
Yeah, festivals just in general have been a pretty big thing for us in terms of developing our band and getting, a bigger fan base and stuff. So, we've come from being fans of the festival, going to festivals, just going to see our favorite bands, to now actually being able to, really play them, get some good time slots, and really get to sort of convey our vision, and do our thing at the festival. So it's a pretty surreal and awesome experience, to just be able to, to be able to be the festival goer, watching some of your favorite bands, to be actually being able to play these things. And obviously it's helped us, in such a huge way. So it's been great for us. Collaborations, we have not anything official right now, but we have a lot of people we're looking to, making connections with, and working on collabing with, and everyone from electronic producers to like hip hop artists and a bunch of different people. We have a lot of stuff lined up, and even just some singers and stuff, different stuff we've been doing. Well, we just released our album, Nocturnal, and that was January 11th. So just released that, and like I said, have a bunch of music sort of in the works, but we've been on tour pretty much since then. So once I get off tour, we'll be back home, working in the studio, and definitely sort of pre-summertime, you'll start seeing some stuff pop up, some more new Big G. It's really hard to do both. I mean, you can like I said, have like all these sketches and stuff. I have all these ideas, and then like the beginnings of all the ideas started. But to really, you got to be home focused. It's like tour life is like, you got to focus on your live show, what you want to play every night. You got to like get a little sleep here and there, maybe you try to, so that you can come out, put your all into the show. So we try to like focus on that stuff, but while we're out here on the road, and then we get back home, back on the grind, on the studio grind.
The best thing about playing live is obviously being able to like play your instrument and do the thing, because that's what him and I have grown up doing our whole lives. So just to be able to do that and people enjoy it is really gratifying and obviously super fun. And then it's just the connection that you get between the fans and us is super powerful, because when we go out, we're like super pumped to be able to do our thing, and then when the fans are getting excited, then we get more excited, and it's like this snowball effect until everybody's just having a good time. Absolutely. I mean, that was like the original concept behind the group, was for us to be able to play our instruments that we've been playing since we were kids. Like I said, being able to play live instruments is just awesome, because Dom and I, there's a lot of tunes that have solo sections in them, and we kind of vibe back and forth with that kind of thing, and then the crowd gets into it, and then it's just like, it's really a reciprocal relationship between everybody.
Well, the advantages of having a couple people as opposed to just one person is one that you're, making music with another person. You know what I'm saying? So, for us it makes sense because we're playing live instruments. I guess it wouldn't make quite as much sense, for one person to just be playing an instrument, that kind of thing. So, for us, it obviously makes sense. I mean, sax and drums is the sort of the core of a lot of the music and the vibe that we're trying to put out. So, not only is it sort of a necessity for us in that way, but it's always what we've always done. And, and it helps because we, as a team, like Big Gigantic, is not, although I produce and stuff like that, but Jeremy plays drums, does a lot of other stuff. We're a big team and a big family, and everyone sort of does their part, and whether they're on the road or not, but, we obviously have a big crew on the road, but just being people who, are playing instruments, it makes sense for us to do the duo thing, and it's great. And I think honestly, last night we hit like a huge mile marker, like in terms of us playing our instruments together, Big G at a shows. Like it's just we're just hitting like we're hitting a thing. Instead of like playing to the music, we're really starting to really shape the music. Man, it's like like Play-Doh or something. We can really just stretch it and play with it and really make it something that's really our own, and honestly, it could be the same set every night even, but the way we were playing last night, I feel like finally getting into a place where it's going to sound so different every night just because, the stuff that we're doing live over it. Yeah, so we've been out for about 3 weeks and we've sold out just about every single show, just minus a couple. So, for us to be able to do that, and especially at the capacity of the rooms and everything is just, I mean, we are so grateful, so thankful, blown away. We come into this stuff with a plan. This is our goal. We'd like to do this stuff. It's tough when we're kind of growing at a pretty quick rate. So, but you're still kind of like, your agents go, here's the rooms we're playing, and we're like 1,200, 1,400, 2,400 in Philly. We just did 2,400 tickets in Philly for a regular show. So for us, we're just completely blown away by the support, really thankful. And, we just are hardworking dudes who, nose to the grind, try to spread as much love as we can, put that love out there, have a great show, spread good vibes and stuff like that, and it's just awesome, and we're just gonna keep continuing to do the same thing we've been doing from day one, and just keeping it real and working hard and keep trying to develop our live show and our music and our rapport as how we play together and all that stuff. So hopefully it just keeps growing and growing and growing.
I think the scene as a whole right now, the electronic scene, is growing like so rapidly, and it's really cool to see kids excited about the music, and everybody's pumped to go to shows and just rage and get down, because that was our goal, like going into starting the group. We just wanted to have fun and party, and it's cool what's happening right now with like Skrillex winning the Grammys. And just all that, everybody is just kind of like that, like put the whole scene on the map even more than it was before. So it's just awesome. We're thrilled about it, and we're thrilled to have like new fans. We're thrilled to have young fans, old fans, everybody. We just want to, put our music out there and make it accessible for everyone, from kids to adults to whoever. We met Flux at Lights All Night in Dallas, and that was huge, because we're a big fan of his music, and he actually knew about us, covering I Can't Stop, and like he saw a live version of it, and like went up to Dom and was like, was just like, oh, I love your sax playing on that. I wish I had met you earlier. I was gonna get you to sit in. And we were just both like, didn't even really know what to say. Just like that shut us up immediately, and just absolutely floored that he even saw, us covering his tune, and that he was interested in the collaboration of like bringing Dom out during the track, which just would have blown my freaking mind. I know you would have been super psyched, and probably half the crowd would have flipped out. So, yeah, that was the last person I really remember just being like, there's Flux. Yeah, it's right there. But we've met Sonny, you know, Skrillex, and everybody, and everyone's super chill right now. All the producers seem to be, everybody's kind of on the same wavelength of like, we're trying to have fun, we're trying to get our music out there, and we want everybody to be successful. You know, Derek, Lauren, all those guys are like that. Bonobo is really freaking chill, and just they're all everybody's like homies right now, and it's cool to have that like community that is emerging from all these guys being friends, because that's what it's all about, you know, in our minds. And coming from the music world where we were before, with kind of doing jam bands and doing funk and jazz, and there's a really solid community of everybody just like cheering each other on and pushing each other to do better, and that's what's happening right now with the scene. So it's great. We're psyched.
The future of Big Gigantic, yeah, we don't really know. No, I mean it's gonna be a lot of, you know, the same, you know, trajectory of stuff that we've been doing. You know, it's like we're gonna be playing a ton of summer festivals. We're gonna be doing some touring in the fall. In the meantime, be putting out new tracks, new music. You know, we like to keep new remixes and new stuff, you know, in the loop, and you know, working on more new material for a new album, probably sometime beginning of next year, kind of like we did this year, something like that. And you know, hopefully, we're gonna be hitting more like international style, maybe going over to doing some Europe, doing some Australia, some Asia. And you know, getting back around the States, just, you know, just more of the same, and just trying to like sort of broaden our whole thing.
That's it. Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Thanks, y'all.